All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Central Perks. I'd like to show you a really cool report that you can use for your MAPS Learning Continuum report, but you're going to need to refer to this normative data norm reference chart. So I'm going to go back and forth. So you might need to take your medicine to help you from getting a little dizzy, but here we go. So first, when you're looking at your reports, you're going to go into your MAP growth report and you're going to pull up your learning continuum. Okay, so let's say we're looking at the term rostered. So you want to look at your students from this year and they were tested this year. So they're rostered this year and they're tested this year. The school is Armada, and I'm going to pick on Miss Avilas's class. Here's her class, but I want to look at their reading. Okay, so here's their reading, and I'm going to view their report. Okay, so here's the report. Now here, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to edit the display options right here. So I'm going to click on this, and I want to group them by standard. So I'm going to click on group by standard, and I'm going to click on grade 4 because Miss Avilas is a 4th grade teacher. And then I'm just going to hit close. Now I'm going to go here under key ideas and details, and I'm just going to look at this topic to begin with. Okay, so if I pull this up, I can see here that according to this RIT score in the 151 to 160 range, I have Madeline DeLeon. Her overall score RIT range was 167. Okay, so here in this range, I've got 161 to 170. These are the skills for 4.1, 4.2, and 4.3. And these are the students. Now, what I want to show you with this is here's 161 to 170, right? So remember this number. Now, if I go to this normative data here, back over here again was 161 to 170, right? If I go over here, 161 to 170, that's a 1st grade level, guys. This is a 4th grade teacher, but these students at that standard are at a 1st grade level. So first of all, there's some work to be done, right? So what work needs to be done? That's the next question we need to ask ourselves, right? So if we're looking here in this standard, reading 4.1, refer to details and examples in a text when explaining what the text says explicitly and when drawing inferences. So Kimberly, Rodrigo, and Gabriella all need to work on drawing conclusions, making inferences about characters, making inferences about settings, and making predictions. Another thing that they need to work on is determining the theme by determining the lesson learned by a character. And finally, describe in depth the character by working on these things. So you're going to be looking at within the standard, their range is going to tell you what grade level proficiency they're at. Then you're going to be looking at what skills that you need to pull them in a small group and work with them at. And then this is going to tell you what students that you need to pull. Okay. And then like if I were to go down here, these skills, you can see these students scored a little bit better and it's computer adaptive. So not only are they working on this standard and this standard, but they've also moved them up to this standard. So they're working on more skills because they scored at a higher level. Plus, it's got more bullets, which means they're working on even more skills. All right. So then you're going to look at 171 to 180. These kiddos are now at more of a mid-year to end of the year 1st grade. So they're a little higher, but there's still some work to be done. But now these students are ready to learn all of these additional skills in here. A lot of work to be done, but that's how you're going to use your learning continuum. Hope that helped. Have a great day.